I believe Tuesday's work, I forgot to explain that I was having trouble with it, and because it said uh put the fraction in between the lines, and that I didn't get.
In a way, a very good idea is you will send Miss Ed the picture of this book page. Why? Miss Ed hasn't received her course materials from the school yet. I can't see and I can't tell, but I understand there have been students who've been telling me the same thing. They have told me that there's a number line assignment in the book, the Texas Coach, and it is a little hard. So, in a way, either you or somebody in our class can send me few pages of the book so I can get hold of the first unit, and meanwhile, the school is gonna mail me a bunch of math resources for 7th grade. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
That would be so awesome. Then I'm gonna bring those pages and I'm gonna snip them, take pictures, and I'm gonna put them in slide and we can go over them. And create a Nearpod out of it, and we can all be able to solve that. Okay, I know that we will still need help with this topic. If yesterday we had Manuel with us, he needed help with quiz 1.04, 1.06. With the amount of time we had left after doing quiz 1.11, we were not able to answer all his questions. But if people, this is a good time. Can we work on equivalent fractions, Ranaya? Absolutely. I mean, in today's class, no matter we'll do multiplying rational numbers, but you will see several instances where I'm doing equivalent fractions, Ranaya. Okay, and definitely that's like an overlapping skill, and you will learn that eventually. Let's move on to the questions. We have solved this one. We have solved this one. We didn't solve question 3, third version of question 1. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this one. And Derek, please feel free to email me if we need some extra attempts. I know you're always present in my classes, and I can allow you extra attempts because you're always attending my retreat sessions. Go ahead, solve this, and consider that there is no negative signs on these fractions. So I'm going to rewrite this and solve this. People, go ahead, teach me how to solve this one. I have 1 whole 2/3. I'm ignoring the signs. For right now, I'm going to ignore the signs. I have 1 whole 2/3 times 5 whole 1/4. How would you solve this question? Some of you guys have a really good handwriting as you are writing in Nearpod. Very interesting and very nice.
Do you want us to do it on Nearpod as well, or do you want people to speak up on here to show you?
I would want you guys to first try it out in the Nearpod.
Okay.
Go ahead, take 2 minutes and get started with this one. Derek, once you got 100, you mean quiz 1.11? If you got 100, it shouldn't show on your schedule, but let me check really quick because I want to be just sure. There's some stuff about the grade book. I talked to the principal just today, and let's see what she will tell me about it. I'm going to Derek check for you if I see your grade. If I don't, I will just let you know just now. Let's see. The grade book this time is very big with several pages, so it'll just take me a little bit to find you, Derek, with 150 students in that one grade book. So, people, it's your time to solve this question.
Can I have the class Nearpod, please?
Absolutely. Derek, I see that you have scored 100%, so don't worry about it. Here is the link to the class Nearpod. Ava, link to the class Nearpod is in the main chat. There we are. So let's keep the chat less busy so the Nearpod stays.
I don't have the group chat with the whole class.
Fatu? Okay, at the top, Fatu, you have option to click chat. Files, tools, chat. Click chat.
Yeah, no, ma'am. It only has the question and answers box.
That's right. I'm going to send you a private chat. Let's see.
Okay.
Do you see the link now?
Yes, I see it.
I will also post it in question and answer reply to all. Like everybody gets the link. There we go. Okay. If you solve this question, raise your hand if you can tell me the improper fraction for 1 whole 2/3. Emiliano, you've been fast. Emiliano, wow. Let me see and verify if I agree to your answer. Very good, Emiliano. I agree to every single thing. Your answer, your sign, excellent. Always box your answers because there's plenty of things in your slide. It just makes it easier for me to identify. Don't put the answer here in the chat, Emiliano. I verified with you already. Let people work it out. Okay, raise your hand if you'll tell me. If you'll tell me the improper form of the first fraction. No way, I see that you had raised your hand. So, Emiliano, I checked your near part slide and I agreed to your answer. Very good, Ava. Ava, see if your mic works and can you guide us through this one?
It would be 5/3.
How?
Because you would multiply 1 times 3, and then
Very
you would
good.
add 5 plus 2.
You'll do 1 times 3, you get 3. Then you want to also add the 2. Excellent. So 3 plus 2 gives you 5. Denominator stays the same. Same thing I'm going to do to the next fraction times. Denominator stays 4, but let's do the other operations really quickly. People, if you struggle with fractions, this is a good time to take some good notes. 4 times 5
Is 20.
Excellent. Nave, go ahead, walk us through.
And plus the 1 equals 21, so 21/4.
Excellent. Very good. And this one is 21/4. Can someone remind me how do we multiply fractions? How do we? Elizabeth, absolutely. You can do that.
We
JJ.
could simplify, right? The 3 and the 21.
Very good.
We could
JJ.
we could cross
Yes.
out the 3 and turn it into a 1, and then cross out the 21 and turn it into.
Very good, very good. So when we multiply fractions, we're multiplying the numerators, right? And the way is saying I can simplify the 21 and the 3. Let's choose a color that we can use. We can simplify 21 and the 3. How is that possible? Let's see. 21/3. No way. Go ahead. What were you telling us about simplifying this? No, we said we can simplify it by 3. 21 divided by 3. 3 divided by 3.
Yes, the 21 will turn into a 7, and then the 3 will turn into a 1.
Excellent. Now, in my numerator, I have these numbers. In my numerator, I have 5 times 7. Because I cannot simplify any further. 5 times 7, that gives me 35. In the denominator, I have 1 times 4.
And that would equal 4, so 35/4. And I think you're going to keep the your improper fraction the same because you can't simplify it even more.
We can't simplify it. We can make it into a mixed number. A mixed number is one like given in the question, right? It has a whole number and a fraction. How many 4s can go into 35? How many 4s can go into 35? Bella, your hand is raised. How do we help you?
Okay, so with multiplication and division fractions, multiplying fractions, I had a little trouble on it, and I would get some wrong answers, and I didn't get what it said at all.
Bella, you are in the correct place right now. That is what we are going to look at right now and will be very helpful to you. That's why we want to go into multiplying fractions in a little bit deeper. Ava says when you divide 35 by 4, you get 8. Very good, Ava. You get 8. Why? 8 4 times is 32. 8 4 times is 32. You get 8, right? So your remainder is 35 minus 32, and the remainder is 3, and denominator stays 4. So our final answer turns out to be 8 whole, 3/4. Let us know, people, if you understand this part. If you don't understand this part, there's some questions.
And I found another way, but I'm not sure if it's correct. I just need to go check it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I found another way to get it, what you call it?
Mixed
A
number.
mixed number. By dividing, and then right when you get the, right when you get your decimal, you stop, and then you have your answer.
Excellent. Yes, absolutely. What Nave is saying we can also divide. This fraction says 35/4, right? 35/4. So top number in 35. 4 is the denominator, 4 goes out. You've got to remember some stuff here. And then we know that 8 4s can go into 35 because Nave is deciding to divide. And 4 times 8 gives you 32. And the remainder is 3, right? So I'm going to bring the remainder at the top right here and create a fraction out of it. And the denominator stays 4. This 3 I got from here. This is the remainder. You can also divide. Right, Nave? Is that what you're telling? Yep. JJ, I see your hand is raised. Let us know how we can help you.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to put it down. I was going to tell you that the answer was 8 3/4 a while ago.
Excellent. Did you put that on your slide?
Yeah.
Perfect. And I do see Ava's work. I see Ayana's work, Fatu's work. Fatu, I think you have a question. Daniela, excellent. Noe, very good. Kano, let us know if there's questions. Ayani, very good. Renaya, Emiliano, Jeremy, Amelia. The answers that we have are a little off. Let us know if you've got questions. For those whose work does not match ours, definitely we should be asking some good questions. Okay, one thing else. I multiplied the two numbers, but I did not ever worry about the signs. Let's see the signs of the numbers so that we are sure we got the correct sign. I have a negative number times another negative number. If you remember from the past, what does the rule say for same signs?
And a negative
Positive.
Very good.
equals a
Excellent.
positive. Sorry,
Equals a
my thing
positive.
cut off.
Excellent, Noe. And this is a positive fraction, so I don't have to change its sign because a negative times a negative has to be positive. So let's look at another question. This we looked at, that was one easy one. Let me see. Let's look at this one. These ones should be a little easier for you guys by now because we looked at a harder question. Very good, Ava. We looked at a little harder question than this one just now. Take your time, solve this one.
Yeah, this one is pretty easier because they already simplified it for you.
What is the name of these kind of fractions? The previous one were called mixed numbers. It had a big number and a fraction.
These are called improper.
They're called proper. They're called proper. No way, but what is the difference between improper and proper? People stay. There's 15 minutes more of class.
I actually don't know. Can you explain that to me?
I know.
Very good.
So
JJ will tell. Yeah.
the difference between an improper and a proper fraction is an improper one is the numerator is a bigger number than the denominator. So like 11 over 6 is an improper fraction. But
Excellent.
a proper fraction would be the numerator is either smaller than or smaller than the denominator.
Excellent. Absolutely. Numerator is bigger. How do we get improper fractions? Improper, like it doesn't even sound good, right? Improper. How do we get improper fractions and why do we get them? Or where do we even get them from? Does someone know that?
Making it's from, so you know how you can turn fractions if the numerator is big enough into
Mix.
a whole number.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically from the reverse of the process. You turn the whole number into a fraction.
Very good. Excellent. Very good, Emiliano. Excellent. So this top number is an example. This is actually coming out of this fraction's got a whole number in it. How many 5 wholes are in 6?
1.
There's 1 5 whole, right? So there's this one whole number in there. And when you take away the 5 from the 6, you have a remainder of
1 6.
Yes. That is where you get the improper fractions from mixed numbers. This is called a mixed number because it's got a whole number and a fraction. So that's where you get these improper kind of fractions from. And they go backward. But proper fractions are pretty simple. They don't have a whole number in it. These two are examples of what kind of fractions?
Proper.
Very good. They're both proper. Let's go ahead, forget the signs and just multiply the numbers. Forget the signs and just show me if you know how to multiply these numbers. So we've got 1/4, because I'm going to forget the negative signs, times 6/11. If you already did, you can share your answers in the chat. I'm also going to look at the Nearpod.
I already did it, but my question is, was I right by simplifying the 4 and the 6? I turned the 4 into a 2 and I turned the 6 into a 3.
Okay, that is a really good question. Let me see who will answer you. Can somebody answer her? Can she
I got the
simplify?
same answer as Emiliano. I got 3/22.
And her answer is 3/22. Let's see. JJ got 3/22. Derek.
I have a question, but it's not related to this.
Mm-hmm.
It's about my grades.
Oh. We cannot talk about grade in a class of 31 other students, Derek. I will talk to you about grades. Don't worry about it. Derek, send me a quick email about the grade thing. I'm right there by my emails too. And I will look at it. So people, my email and my text message thing, like you guys got my phone number, is always on, and I keep an eye on those. So those of you who are emailing me, you probably know that I'm pretty quick at responding because I want to make sure that you guys get answered on time. So that's another good way to communicate with me. Okay, people, let's see. 3/22 is the correct answer. Let's see who will tell. For 2, our classmates are saying that 3/22 is the answer. Can you verify if this should be a positive answer or should it be a negative answer for 2?
A positive answer.
Why?
Because negative
Negative and a negative make a positive.
plus the negative.
There are 2 negatives. Excellent. Did you all get 3/22? No conflicts with that? No conflicts with that? Oh, we're getting better at it, right? Now, the thing is, we had a classmate that had question over dividing fraction, not really multiplying. How about I copy the same question and make it into a division question? And people, take some time, see if you can solve this question somewhere, and then help our classmate with this question. You're dividing this time. It is the same question, but rather than multiplying, I'm going to rewrite it as a division problem. Go ahead, try this one out, and then tell me if you know how to solve it. The person who thinks they know how to solve it, they will solve it for us. You know, I can open up the whiteboard for our class. Emiliano is giving you a hint. Just a reminder, he says we can do keep, change, flip. The whiteboard is open, Emiliano. Go do keep, change, flip with this. Do the step 1 for us, Emiliano. Do keep, change, flip. Whiteboard is open. You're going to teach this one step. Keep, change, flip. Derek, hop on the mic, dear. This is not a really big class, so you can definitely hop on the mic. Derek, question.
Nothing. I just thought he said. I just thought he meant KFC.
Oh, KFC is yummy, right, Derek?
Yes.
JJ, do you agree to Emiliano doing the KCF 1/4 times 11/6?
I honestly don't know what KCF means, but I do have a method of doing this.
What is your method?
So basically what you do is you take the equation, right? So take the equation, right? And then you answer it. But then, oh wait, no, because we're doing, hold on. So just
I'm
for
not
this
gonna-
in particular, there's this, and then once you answer it, you can turn it into division. So 3, this was, crap. Dang it.
No problem. JJ, I apologize. Actually, I put you on the spot. I'm going to keep that question open.
So there's that, right? And then, so say that this was multiplication, right? So then you pretend like the signs don't exist. You swap this right here in, I don't know how to, hold on.
JJ, wait. Y'all take some time. Process the question. Do it on paper. Let's do it on paper.
I know how to do this. I'm just,
I exactly know. I just want to give you guys some time. Take that time. Remember, math, the real math happens when you do some think time.
Sure.
And we are not in a rush. So right now what you see on the board is, I think, Emiliano. Am I expecting you to be on the board right now? Or is other people also writing on the board at the same time? He also says yes, maybe Emiliano writing on the board. But I see 2 different pens that have been on the board, like a purple pen and a black one. So Kino did it on paper. Kino, do you have any feedback for us? Look at the black work, the one in black pen, kind of a marker thing. Kino, you can hop on the mic, please, and tell us. What do you think about this one? And keep your hand raised if you will want to talk about it. Don't raise your work, please. We are looking at this work. Derek, you will talk about it next. What happened, Kino? You won't share in the mic? Okay, I'm gonna go over and see if JJ, do you have any contributions to make?
I just was telling you that I finished formulating this thing. So this is what it looks like backwards. This is what I was trying to say. Yeah. Wait,
And Kino, do you have something to say?
I know it's hard to explain.
No problem, JJ. Kino does not want to hop on the mic. Okay, keep. The first letter says keep the 1/4, and we see here Emiliano kept the 1/4. Excellent. Then here was the division symbol that has to be changed to a multiplication symbol, and yes, that looks good. I'm doing with the red pen, and let's pause the whiteboard for you guys. I shouldn't have 4 people working on the whiteboard. So the first fraction I'll do keep. I keep 1/4 right here. Division symbol changes. C changes to multiplication symbol. Good job, Emiliano. Flip. I'm right on top of the 6/11ths. And flip a fraction means the numerator becomes denominator and denominator becomes numerator, and Emiliano did flip it correctly. So Emiliano, you get 100% on applying keep, change, flip. You got 100% on that. Now let's see, raise your hand if you agree to Emiliano's final answer. He changed a division question into a multiplication question and ended up getting a final answer of 11/24. You got 100%, Emiliano. And Emiliano, definitely you can request the extra credit. I was looking at the gradebook this morning and I was like, yeah, if you will send me an email. All those who are attending my live sessions in Building Block, an optional session, or those who will watch my class recording, everybody listen, my people who are watching the recording right now, you will take the notes on a piece of paper and send me pictures as evidence that you watched the entire recording and you solved the questions on the paper, and you want extra credit on a assignment that relates to what we are talking about. You will be given those points. So Ava agrees, Renaya agrees. Okay. Anybody disagrees to 11/24 as the final answer? Anybody disagrees? Everybody agrees. Oh, okay. That seemed to be easy. No problem. We'll make it a little bit hard for you. I'm going to grab another multiplication question. Let me quickly go back and grab a hard question. Here we are. 3 whole 2/3. What kind of a number is this? What kind of a number is this? Do you guys know the name of this number? It is a mixed number. Very good. Divided by 2 whole 1/4. Here we have this problem. I made the division question a little harder because that was a request. Somebody wanted to learn division with fractions. Aiden, you're allowed to leave. Absolutely. If we don't get to solve the entire question, at least we'll do step 1. Okay? These are mixed numbers. What do you think should we do first? You can hop on the mic.
Flip it.
Absolutely, JJ. Yes, go ahead. For 2.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. For 2. What did you just say?
I said flip it to multiplication.
Flip it. Flip it. But how do I flip a 3 whole 2/3? There's too much going on. This is a big family for 2. How do I flip this big 3 there? I mean, it will just become upside down 3. Somebody help me with that. If I've got a mixed number, what do I do? Oh, there we go. There's some guidance in the chat. Emiliano, you want to hop on the mic and share, please? Okay, Emiliano's a little shy. He won't try to share on the chat. But what he's saying, Ms. Syed, remember, we just talked about improper fractions. So 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2. 9 plus 2 gives you 11/3. First, make them improper. Then the division symbol. And then, same thing with the next one. 2 times the 4 is 8. Plus 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9/4. Can I apply keep, change, flip now? Yes. People do keep, change, flip on your sheet of paper, and then I'm going to open up whiteboard. Somebody will do this on the whiteboard for us. Okay, whiteboard is open. Just do this one thing, keep, change, flip on the board for us. Because from here, you guys know, oh, definitely, Ayani, go ahead. Ayani is on the whiteboard right now, and she'll show keep, change, flip. So there are two people doing this on the whiteboard. And this both seem to be doing the same thing. Can anybody give us some feedback if you guys agreed to them? There's someone else? Which color are you, Ayani? Are you the black pen or the purple pen? None. Ayani is not solving any. Somebody else is. But Ranaya still agrees to whomsoever is solving. Well, we want to follow the rules. If Ayani was supposed to solve it, we want to give the pen to Ayani, so she solves it. And here they gave us a final answer, 1 whole 17 over 27. Do you guys agree to 1 whole 17 over 27? That's Emiliano Ayani. Ayani, next time go hold him accountable. I believe there's an Emiliano who worked on your behalf and didn't give you a chance. So that's something that will happen in next class. Emiliano, you got to answer. Ranaya got 99 over 12. Ranaya, when we multiplied here, we just multiply numerators. See, Ranaya, 11 times 4 is supposed to be 44, and 3 times 9 is supposed to be the 27. Does that make sense, Ranaya? See, Ayani got so confused. Ayani, no problem. We'll talk to Emiliano in the next class period. We'll block his pen, the whiteboard. You know, Emiliano said got that permission, and she blocked the pen. Why? Ayani's supposed to solve the question. How you use the black pen and solve the question for her? She's so angry at you. Well, Ranaya, Ayani, there's someone saying sorry. Ranaya, do you agree to 44 over 27? Ranaya here in class? Ranaya said she got a different answer than us. Liloni, were you here? Liloni, you didn't seem to be present. You didn't seem to be talking to us. London, welcome. Venus, Austin. People, we want to hear you in the chat. Unless I'm looking in the participants list, I didn't even know you are present. So type things in the chat like Ranaya does and Fatu and all these people are contributing. And fun time plus learning time and getting to know one another better. See what people are doing, the whiteboard thing, writing out of turn. So it should be fun class for you, learning also. We want to hear from you. So I'm going to call out Daniela. We want to hear from you. Alia, Alessandra, Liloni, Nate, Jazzy, Amy, Judah, Demara, Angel, Ayana, Faith, Venus, London, all these quiet people. You also want to be talking. The rest of you have already been active, and absolutely anytime you need extra credit. So don't hesitate to send me an email or a text. Thank you for attending. I won't keep you for longer. Enjoy your Friday. I will be entering in grades shortly. So keep an eye on the grade book.
Bye.
Bye.